We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Orioles will be wrapping up the four-game series, playing the fourth game in a four-game series in Tampa Bay against the Rays. Wow, I blew that. I never blow that. All right, hold on. Hold on, folks. I'm going to take a sip of coffee now. Greetings and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Orioles will be playing the Tampa Bay Rays in the final game of a four-game series at Tropicana Field. That sounded better. How you doing, everybody? My name's Steve, but I'm also known as the BirdWatcher. People call me BW right here. Welcome to my channel. I started it up just in time for this 2024 baseball season, offering live play-by-play and analysis in-game, every game, for all Orioles games all season long and hopefully well into October. We come in today with a record of 42-22, 64 games into the season. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Well, we're 64 games in. How you doing? 20 games over 500, 21-10 on the road. We are going with our ace today, Corbin Burnes, on the mound to go for the sweep. How's that sound, folks? And you talk about ace numbers, 6-2 record, 2.26 ERA. That is top leaderboard stuff. 1.02 whip, 79 2/3 innings already on the season. And Corbin, help us today. Let's get a sweep. We've got a big week ahead of us. Ryan Pepiot will be on the mound for the Rays. We did not see him in the series at Camden Yards last week. He is a new addition to the team this season. He came over in that trade that sent Tyler Glasnow over to the Dodgers because, they needed more help, I guess. But Pepiot has done okay for himself, record-wise, 4-2. He got the ERA a little bit under 4, but the whip is healthy at .96. So he doesn't give up a whole lot of hits, 34 hits and 52 in the third innings. So we're going to have to be patient, maybe try to work the count a little bit, maybe try to get some runs off this guy the first time through the order. I mean, this is the first time anybody in our lineup will be facing him. And actually, there aren't too many people in the Rays lineup that have had much history against Corbin Burnes. So there will be, in fact, I'll give you a little peek right there. Here's the Rays, their lineup, and their history against Burnes. Just 3 batters have even seen him for a grand total of 8 at-bats with 2 hits. So that's it. And, of course, for the Orioles, blanks up and down the board there because, again, first time seeing Pepiot. I'll go over these lineups here in a moment. But first, let me just say the introduction I should have gone with before lineups and starting pitching, which is I want to say hello to new people finding my channel and explain that this channel is not just about watching the Orioles. It's about growing a community online because I live way out on the other side of the planet. That's about as far away from Baltimore as you can get. But that doesn't mean I still don't love my Orioles. And I know there's a lot of other Oriole fans out there all over the globe. In fact, folks, I did a little deeper digging into the analytics of my channel, and I didn't even understand that I could look at viewers in terms of where they're located all over the world. To no surprise, Baltimore, right at the top of the list, and neighboring towns like Dundalk and stuff, Glen Burnie are up there, but a lot of people from Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Mexico, tuning in, Latin America, South America. So it's great. A lot of countries where some of the greatest baseball players this game has ever seen have come from are tuning into this channel. And I just want to say hello to you guys out there. I see you, and I'm happy to have you guys a part of this. Again, this is a global Orioles community. So It's great to see. And if you're out there, folks, don't hesitate to say hello. You're part of this. But yeah, I'm just really excited to see that this is something that's reaching a lot of people that I have a feeling that might not have an opportunity to see the games themselves or hear it on the radio. You can do it right here, folks. If you got internet, get to YouTube, get to my channel. It's free, and you got a dedicated, passionate Orioles fan on the microphone. That's what I can guarantee you guys, okay? I'll go on to the lineups here in just a sec. But if you do enjoy what you're watching, and if you're new, do think about subscribing and joining the BirdWatcher community grow. Again, it's there's no cost to it. You just hit that subscribe button at the bottom of your screen, and you can hit that notification button once you do that. That way you never miss a game. Again, all of this with no obligation, no commitment. No salesman will visit your home. It's just a way to watch Orioles baseball. All right, I got the game up here. Looks like we're about 3 minutes away from first pitch, maybe 4. So let's take a look at those lineups. For the Orioles, notable absentee, Adley Rutschman, not in the lineup tonight, not even as a DH. He's getting a full night off. And why not? I mean, yes, we want him in the lineup. The man just drove in 6 runs, including a grand slam last time we saw him. But, hey, everybody needs a day off, and there's a lot of big games coming up after today, so I can kind of understand why they're going to give Adley a break here. Gunnar Henderson will lead off and play shortstop. Jordan Westburg will move up into that 2 spot where Adley normally is. He'll play second base, and that's a good spot for Westy. Ryan O'Hearn will move into the 3 hole in DH. Ryan Mountcastle will be the cleanup hitter playing first. Anthony Santander in right field. He will bat 5th. Colton Cowser will hit 6th and play left field. Ramon Urias is at third base hitting 6th. Cedric Mullins. Folks, Ced might be back. Encouraging signs after yesterday's game, including a triple. By the way, the Orioles did something yesterday for the first time in their team's history. They had 3 triples and a grand slam in one game. Now, that's a pretty unique stat, but all the same, one of the reasons why I love baseball. Pretty much every game you see, you're going to see something that you've never seen before, whether you realize it or not. But yeah, that's true. 3 triples and a grand slam. Never been done before. Mullins will hit 8th and play center field. James McCann is behind the plate, batting 9th. For the Rays, Yanni Diaz will DH. He'll be the leadoff hitter. Randy Arozarena will play left field and bat second. Brandon Lau is hitting 3rd in this lineup today. He'll play second base. Isaac Paredes is the cleanup hitter playing first. Ahmed Rosario will bat 5th and play 3rd. Jose Siri back in the lineup playing center field, batting 6th. Richie Palacios is in right field, batting 7th. Jose Caballero is at shortstop, hitting 8th. And finally, is it Andy Jackson? Apparently he's their new starter. I guess somebody, Alex, I swear, next time we play you guys, I'm not going to forget. Alex Jackson, who's 2 for 46, will bat 9th. All right. By the way, the Orioles coming in tonight 16-6 in the American League East. If we sweep tonight, we'll be 17-6 in the division. Also a thing to consider, yeah, we lost those 2 games at the end of the series of Toronto, but we've already guaranteed a winning road trip, an 8-game road trip where at minimum we've gone 5-3 with a chance to go 6-2. Folks, when you go on the road and you got a winning record and it's all against your division, you'll take that 5-3. But we've already got that in hand. We got a chance to make it 6-2 with Corbin Burnes on the mound. Folks, what I'm trying to say is today we're playing with house money. You heard? All right. Hey there, Charm City chat. You guys ready for some Orioles baseball? Game number 65 at the Trop. One more night in this dump. I am sick of looking at that roof. All right. By the way, I I'd seen that some people had mentioned whenever a ball like lands sharply in the outfield, it looks like beads of water that are popping up as if, it's wet out there, but apparently it's sand. A few people were telling me in chat. Didn't notice it until recently, but why is there sand in the outfield, I guess? In the middle of the outfield? I don't know. I don't know anything about lawn maintenance. All right, here we go. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. Pepiot with the first pitch of the ball game. This one is hit in the air deep to center field. Siri backing up. He's at the wall, and it's gone! Bye, Bernie! Gunnar Henderson doesn't give anyone a chance to sit down. I haven't had a sip of coffee yet. Home run number 21 on the season. 430 feet on the first pitch. Get out of here, Gunnar. Let us take a moment to settle in. Holy cow, that's how you get to the pitcher. No more waiting today. Orioles 1, Rays nothing. Here's Westberg. First pitch, left center. It's falling. Oh, Rosarena is able to track it down. That looked like it was ticketed right there in no man's land in left center field. But folks, back to Gunnar here. I mean, this pitch was pretty much middle, 96 miles an hour. Siri just kept backing up and bye-bye. 430. Which, by the way, ironically, is when I woke up today. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. My goodness, I got to calm down. There's a lot of game left. First pitch to O'Hearn is off the plate for ball one. The next one's in there for a strike. Ryan O'Hearn's batting .276. I haven't even had a chance to refresh this to get to the live scoreboard. I mean, Gunnar, give us a chance. This is a check swing, a soft grounder to third, a throw to first, and O'Hearn beats it out. When has Ryan O'Hearn become a fast runner? He's had 2 stolen bases in the past week. Now he's beaten out an infield hit. Get some Ryan. I mean, he got down that line. I thought it'd be close. I didn't think he'd make it. He pretty much beat that out without a problem. 1 out, 1 on. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. .276, 11 homers, 32 driven in. First pitch to him is inside. Well, I guess the memo was go ahead and start swinging on Pepiot. Wow. And apparently the Rays didn't get the scouting report that the Orioles like to attack. We were up there swinging. And there's Mountie with a line drive base hit in the left. And again, I see a sprinkle of something pop up on the bounce in the outfield. If it ain't water, if it's sand, why are they playing on sand? I know they're close to the beach, but come on. What is it out there? Anyway, O'Hearn is on, and Mountcastle is on, second and first, respectively. Up steps Anthony Santander. Folks, get some taters in the chat. Let's blow this game open early. Low and in on Tony. I haven't had a chance to say hi to anybody in chat yet. I mean, give me a chance to settle in. I'm not used to this. Tony's hitting .227, 14 homers now, 37 RBI. Next pitch is outside, 2-0. I mean, whew. There you go. Oh, it's good to see you here so quickly. Yeah, I'm just gonna, that's about it for that person forever. Education, you just got an education. That's the permanent one. All right. I don't forget things, you know. Santander's 2-1 pitch is swung on a miss. Sorry, I missed the previous strike. The count now is 2-2. Just doing a little maintenance here. Christina, it's for Magic members, which I don't know how to give a free member. I don't know how to just give one to you. I think there's a way, but for being a mod, I could do that. I just don't know how. But it's a Magic Members thing. Here's a comebacker, and now back up the middle. The second. Oh, wow. That really didn't work out for Anthony Santander. That ball was hit right over the mound. The pitcher tried to get a glove on it. Wish he would have, because it wound up going to a middle infielder who just stepped on second base for one out and then threw to first to get Santander for the double play. Santander hits into a twin killing to end the inning, but Gunnar does get the party started with a bang. Home run number 21, a 430-foot bomb to center. And Rob missed it. Oh, Rob. Rob. Well, we're in a commercial, Rob. Just run back the live stream about 5 minutes. Try to catch that 1 minute of me going nuts. And then come on back and hit the live button. We had it with that clown. Yeah, you know. What are we going to do? What are we going to do, folks? I really try to be a tolerant person. You know? I've got this dumb idea that some people can be reformed. You know? Some people online who seemingly just want to spread pessimism and just full of tomfoolery wherever they go. Well, I don't know. I guess I remember when I was a young kid, a little whippersnapper on America Online in those chat rooms back in like the mid-90s. I would go in there, you know, and just have fun. I'd go into like a Harley Davidson chat and be like, yeah, Suzukis are better. Yeah, and just watch people just lose their minds. Because I thought it was, because at that point I was just fascinated by the concept of the internet, I guess. And I was young and kind of stupid. But now that the internet has been around now for a solid, I don't know, 30, 35 years or whatever, like, I don't know why anybody's got the same mentality that I did when it was brand new. I don't know. Here we go. Bottom of the first. Yandy Diaz is at the plate. Corbin Burnes on the mound. And the first pitch from Burnes is low and away. This is his 14th start of the season. He's got a 6-2 record. 1 out short of 80 innings. Opponent's hitting .205 all around. This pitch is in the zone, but it didn't hit the catcher's target, and the umpire does not give Corbin the call on that pitch. 2-0 the count. That was the top of the zone, inner half. Fully within the zone, but no call there. There's a swing and a miss on a cutter that tails off the plate. 2-1 the count on Diaz here, leading off the bottom of the first. Next pitch is swung on a miss, and Corbin right back in the count, 2-2. In 6 games versus the Orioles this season, Diaz has been pretty good. 8 for 24, 4 RBI, including a triple. He had the 2 hits against the Bradish game, the only 2 hits the Rays had that day. This pitch is a little bit high, and the count will run full on Diaz. Here comes the payoff from Burnes. This one's lifted foul off to the right. Out of play. Well, the one thing I'm always talking about, and maybe you guys are sick of me hearing me talk about it game in and game out, but I love to keep that pitch count down. And we're already on to pitch number 7 of the first batter here, and this one is lined right back up the middle for a base hit. So there goes the no-hitter for Burnes. 7 pitches, and the result, a leadoff single. Gunnar went after the first pitch and got a home run. What's the better approach, people? I don't know. Only time will tell. Leadoff man on. That'll bring up Randy Arozarena, hitting second tonight. A 179 average as Burnes checks on Diaz. This is another thing to be concerned about. Corbin Burnes' ability to keep runners at first base. It's one of his weaknesses, holding those runners on. They tend to run. This pitch is lined into left field, and this is going to get... Oh, caught! I thought that would be over Cowser's glove. How did he track that ball down? What a catch by Cowser. Running full sprint into the warning track. He last second reached up with the glove and just snagged that ball that was ticketed over his head. A beautiful catch by the milkman. A big first out, or else this 1-0 lead is probably already gone. What a catch by Colton Cowser. Man, he's fast out there. Here's Brandon Lau. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. So we've already seen a great highlight both at the plate and in the field. And we are just 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Lau hitting .211 with just a couple of homers. He's missed a lot of time due to injury. 1-0 pitch is low, 2-0 the count. Tropicana Field has a backfill of rubber pellets and sand. Thank you, country. Okay, so no matter what, even in the most perfect conditions, every time a ball hits the outfield, just a bunch of stuff will plop up. That's a nice look. Really gives it that classy, modern baseball feel, doesn't it? I don't know. It seems kind of 2-0 the count on Lau. 1 out runner at first. This pitch is a little bit low and in. And he's now behind Lau, 3-0. Come on, Corbin. Your defense has already bailed you out on the first out of the inning. 3-0 on Lau. Low and not that close. What's shaking, Corbin? Come on, buddy. Burnes with a 7-pitch at-bat to start the inning gave up a solid single. Next batter, first pitch was hit very hard. Could have been for extra bases, but Cowser luckily tracked it down, and now a 4-pitch walk. This is not a good start for Corbin so far. We need to settle in. We need to settle in right here. Isaac Paredes is up, and this is the best hitter in the lineup. 2 on, only 1 out. And the first pitch to him is low, ball 1, and not that close. Corbin, you got to just, the tough thing about sort of, you want to like throw a get me over sort of thing to try to find that command. But when you got 2 on and a good hitter at the plate, that's a dangerous time to do it. Next pitch, Burnes is given that call. Boy, that's a make-up call for an earlier miss. And we needed it right there. 1-1 the count as Burnes gets help from the umpire on that strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out and 2 on. Pitch. There's a called strike, bottom of the zone. And Burnes has got Paredes 1-2. I'll take a ground ball here. A strikeout as a consolation prize. And now Paredes steps out of the box for a sec. By the way, McCann has sort of become Corbin Burnes' personal catcher, if folks haven't really noticed lately. And part of that reason, as this one is called strike 3. And wow, this umpire is going to hear it. Paredes has turned around. He is doing everything he can to say his piece without getting tossed. And I don't blame him. That is a terrible call. Gone the Orioles' way. A strikeout looking of Paredes. I mean, that pitch is designed to make you chase off the plate. Paredes does his job to lay off. And what does he get rewarded for it? A trip back to the dugout. Here's Ahmed Rosario. First pitch to him is swung on and fouled behind the plate. Rosario Got a fine average of 296, just a couple of homers, 22 RBI. Man, between Cowser's catch and the help from the umpire for out number 2, Burnes has a chance to get out of this and should be very, very thankful if he can with no damage. This one's off the plate, 1-1. First and second, 2 down now. Bottom of the first, the Orioles a 1-0 lead on a Gunnar Henderson home run. Here's that one. Oh, nope. Corbin with a fake wind up and then steps off, turns around, and stares Diaz back to second base. Again, part of the reasoning for McCann as the personal catcher is this whole base running situation. As this one's hitting, bouncing the dirt, McCann loses it for a second. That's going to allow Diaz to go from second to third. Well, if McCann is an upgrade for Burnes in terms of helping out with the base running, his awareness on that wild pitch there didn't help matters. His inability to find the ball there was allowed Diaz to move up to third. But in the grand scheme of things, not too big of a mistake. A base hit probably would score him anyway. We just need to go ahead and get this third out. First and third now with a 2-1 count on Rosario. Here's a breaking ball, top of the zone. Burnes does not get that call. So this strike zone might take a while for you, me, every pitcher in this game, every hitter in this game to figure out. Because it's everything that's, this ump. Who is this ump? I might have to take a look. Here's a check on the runner. He's back in. A 3-1 count. So is expected to be back today. Mateo's supposed to be available as of today. He's not in the lineup, obviously, but between now and tomorrow, here's a stolen base attempt and second base. He's safe. So there you go. The Rays are doing the one thing they need to do in order to capitalize off of any base runners against Corbin Burnes. They need to run, and they got another runner in scoring position. That's Brandon Lau with the steal. Second and third, 2 down. So now it is a big deal because a base hit scores 2 runs. Here comes the payoff pitch to Rosario. Swung on and missed. Oh, my goodness. Corbin, what are you doing to me, buddy? The Orioles get out of the inning somehow without giving up a run. I mean, what kind of Houdini act was that? I swear. Thank you, Colton Cowser. Thank you, the umpire, sort of. And thank you. Thank you. We'll go to the second inning, up 1-0. All right. My goodness, Charm City chat. That was the first inning? I got to call 8 more innings of this? Come on. Sun's coming up. I think it's supposed to be an overcast day, so maybe I don't have to hang the blanket over. Maybe it won't get too bright. Heartboin. Yep. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yeah, since we had one of our chatters leave unceremoniously, thanks to BW here, maybe I should go over the standard rules of practice regarding the Charm City chat. Folks, Charm City chat, if you're new here, if you're just watching along is fine. You're not obligated to join in the Charm City chat, but I just wanted to let you know it's all right if you do, because you're going to find it to be a very charming place. We'll get the occasional knucklehead, but, sometimes we'll have a little bit of fun with them, and, eventually they go about their way. And then another one will be around, but, we're trying to outweigh them with all the charming people here, right? And then we've got mods here. We might notice some folks with a wrench next to their name. Christina, Janet, Rob. They're here to help keep Charm City Chat nice and charming. 3 major rules, folks. 1, no spoilers. If you are watching the game and you're a little bit ahead of me and something big happens, don't just run to your keyboard and type in that event. Here's Colton Cowser at the plate. First pitch is a breaking ball low and in, and the next one is fouled straight back. Cowser's hitting .233 coming into today. That's right, those wrenches. Oh, by the way, that is something else I need to address. I'll do it here maybe between the next batter here, but got a little reminder here on the TV. Pepiot's next pitch to Cowser is up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I mean, they're beating me over the head with it right now with the imagery. I have to address it. As Cowser swings and misses on a pitch low and away, Cowser strikes out to begin the top of the second, and that'll bring up Ramon Urias. Yes, folks, the Orioles have sort of joined in on the ads on the sleeves thing as Urias steps in. There's a called strike. Pepiot on a pitch that was off the plate. This umpire is absolute trash. This umpire is really bad with the strike zone. It's already up there. We are 1 out into the second inning, and I've already seen 8 or 9 bad calls. It's that bad. 1-1 the count now on Urias. In his last 10 games, folks, Urias 8 for 21. 2 homers and 5 RBI. He lifts this one foul and out of play. But yes, T. Rowe Price is the shirt sleeve sponsor for the official Baltimore Orioles uniform going forward. Certainly nobody's happy to have an ad on an Orioles jersey. It's something we've gone 70 years without. But there is one person who made a comment that I have to agree with, and I'll bring it up maybe in the next half inning. This one's hit on the ground by Urias, shortstop. Low throw, but who's that? Paredes at first is able to handle that low throw from Caballero. 2 down in the inning. Yeah. T-Row Price is a local big business. So, yeah. Old Bay would have been better. Maybe Domino Sugar or something. But I don't think they got the money for that. This one is on the outside. It says Cedric Mullins. Folks, Mullins is at the plate. Come on, Ced. Come on, Ced. Couple of hits yesterday. I want him to keep it going. This one's upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mullins is hitting .178. I know. It's not good. I'm fighting on social media with every said hater out there, as this one is hit on the ground to second base. Mullins is going to ground out to end the inning. We are going to the bottom of the second. The Orioles have a 1-0 lead. So, yes, first things first, folks. Here's a look. There it is. Gunnar doesn't look that happy about it, I got to be honest. But here's the comment that I liked. Yes, the patches look like trash. I agree. I mean, that is clashing, folks. That's pretty clashy. It's kind of a distraction from our color scheme, if you know what I mean, right? But he says, however, and folks, you got to understand, like, in the English Premier League, which is like the biggest money-generating league in all of the world, they've got their entire jersey is a sponsor, and it's been that way now for decades. But yes, however, if the revenue from this ad deal can help us sign Adley and Gunnar long-term, who cares? I agree. So seriously, if this is a way to make up those extra millions that we then use to turn around and sign these guys, and folks, we got to trust in Rubenstein here. This dude is a businessman. T. Rowe Price investment firm, right? I mean, I don't know. They're just gonna reinvest that money in the team. I got a feeling, right? Yeah, Matt's already got it there in chat. There you go, Matt. Again, folks, it's not something I'm saying, yay, we've got a giant, like, light blue circle on our otherwise beautiful color scheme. But, you know, yeah, the Nike symbol is already on there. And, folks, we're one of the last teams to do it. There's a lot of teams have already got the sponsor. The Yankees have already got a sponsor, for crying out loud. And you know how much they put into their traditions and keeping everything, you know, old school. Well, they went and bit before we did, so I don't know. What are you going to do? Ads, people. There's no getting away from them, unfortunately. That's the world we live. But I'll tell you what, I mean, take YouTube, for example. Yeah, you got ads, but you've also got at your fingertips billions of hours of content of everything you can ever think of that you can just watch for free otherwise at your leisure. It's not that bad of a deal, including watching me. Here's Jose Siri at the plate. He fouls one off, and the count is 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch now to Siri. He's hitting just 194. A check swing, and the home plate umpire says he went around on a pitch that broke off the plate low and away. 0-2 on Siri, leading off here in the bottom of the second. Siri's already had his issues with the home plate umpire in this series. He strikes out on a pitch up and away. It had the zone, and Siri couldn't get to it. That was a cutter, 97 on the outside corner. Belt high. Nice pitch from Burnes to get the first out here in the second. I want a much easier inning this time, Corbin. Let's go. Richie Palacios at the plate, and there's a big curveball. Palacios takes it for called strike one. Palacios has not had success against the Orioles so far, 2 for 15 with 5 strikeouts. This pitch is lifted up in the air very weakly. McCann didn't know where it was. Urias battling that ridiculous rooftop, that just dank, grayish rooftop, and is able to make the catch on a ball that I think was technically fair. He was straddling the third base line making that catch for out number 2. Yeah, just a terrible ballpark, honestly. This should not be for a major league team. They've been playing here for like 30 years now. There's no excuse for this. First pitch to Jose Caballero is off the plate outside for ball 1. Caballero batting .255. 3 homers, 18 RBI. This one is a called strike, and it's 3 inches off the plate outside. This umpire is really bad. I can only enjoy it when it goes our way, but eventually, folks, if we don't win this game and he does something wrong, I'm going to explode. He's terrible. This pitch is low, and the count 2-1 on Caballero. Two down, nobody on. Bottom of the second. Low and away, 3-1 on Caballero. That's right, folks. Just another. Yeah, I mean, the only thing different about this than Costco are the free samples. Like, there should be like a little attendant down the foul line with a bunch of like toothpick samples. This one's popped up. Oh, and Jordan Westburg drops it. Oh, my goodness. Popped up shallow on the right side of the infield behind first base. Mountie was there. Westburg with the angle. But that ball just came out of the heel of his glove. And again, it's battling that ridiculous roof that's pretty much the same color as a marked up baseball. It's like, could you at least paint the roof? Here's a check on the runner at first. I mean, my goodness. Are they going to give Westburg an error on that? I mean, that is harsh. You know Westy makes that catch anywhere else but here. There's no way that that roof didn't have a hand in that play. Here's Jackson, the catcher, 2 down. First pitch to him is fouled back. Yeah, that's a tough one. Jackson batting .043, no homers, 2 RBI. First of all, it's not a routine play. Anytime you hit a ball shallow and an infielder has to run out at an angle, yeah, it's a play that he would normally make. But again, because you know it's a play he would normally make, you also have to then go, well, what is the factor that played into that error? It was the roof. Give the roof an error. Sorry. Your boy's fired up today. 0-2 on Jackson. One more strike to get out of this inning. This one is low and away, a ball and 2 strikes. I mean, Westburg's been such a good fielder this year. I don't want to see that, count against him. Every stat is money, There goes a runner, and another guy's going to steal, and McCann's throw is into the outfield. Luckily for us, the throw attempt, Westburg's attempt to catch. Oh, no, Westburg is hurt too. Wow, both players, the runner and Westburg, the base runner, Caballero, appears to get the worst of it. He is on his hands and knees right now. I mean, everything converging at the same time. Westburg, the ball, and the runner. The runner got there, but when the ball came in, it was wild, and Westburg had to leap to make a grab, and then he collides with Caballero. And let's see. Yeah, looks like the shoulder of Caballero might have gotten the worst of it. Maybe even the top of the head. Westburg, meanwhile, he's still sort of dealing with his right arm. But no trainers are looking at Westburg. Caballero, by the way, is caked in that clay dirt. His entire right arm covered in clay. Wow. All right, well, stolen base the hard way, I guess. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at second. And the next pitch to the light-hitting Jackson. First, they check on the runner again. All right, look, Corbin, I get it. You can hold runners. But there's 2 out and a runner at second. Don't worry about him now. Just get this guy. 2-2 pitch, low and away. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now we got a full count. Worry about this guy who's hitting .043. Dude at second ain't going to steal home, all right? This guy needs to drive him in, and I don't think he can as long as you just focus on him. This pitch is lifted in the air and deep. Going back on it is Mullins. He's looking up, and that ball is gone. Wow. Boy, I guess that's what I get for talking trash. Jackson, the number 9 hitter, who coming into today, 2 for 46 on the season, has just hit a 2-run homer to straightaway center, and just like that, the Rays are ahead 2-1. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, is that somebody chiming in for the first time? Even though I actually owned up to it myself, but you had to go ahead and make the point, and that's the first time you've ever said anything? You're one of those people, are you? Wow. Wow. So I've called, let's see, about 3 hours a game, 64 games. I'm getting close to about 200 hours of calling Orioles baseball. That's probably the first time, yeah, that I ate my words like that, and I even owned up to it right in the moment. And yet you You got to make your first and only comment that. You're that guy. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, don't trash talk Jackson. Yeah, exactly. All right. Congratulations. There you go. I'm sure you guys are really confident in his hitting ability going into today, right? Right. Okay. Suddenly he's your Aaron Judge. All right. Gotcha. Duly noted. Duly noted. We'll go to the third inning, and then we're going to figure out a way to come back from this. I mean, look, folks, we had some weird stuff happen there. Jordan Westburg should have caught that ball. That would have been out number 3. What are you going to do? He's usually horrific. All right. Well, I'm only going by the numbers. I mean, what did I say? Did I say this guy doesn't deserve to be in baseball? No, I just said he got off. First of all, the first thing I said about this guy was sort of picking on one of our own guys, which is to say he's got a Jackson Holiday kind of stat line, which is nodding to how Jackson, our Jackson, struggled, you know? But I get it. All right. Jackson with the 2-run homer. There you have it. Surprised the heck out of me. Hey, that ball even went 1 foot farther than Gunner's, apparently. That's how well that ball was hit. Top of the third. Luckily, we've still got 7 innings of baseball to go. Here's James McCann lead it off. He'll be followed by Gunner and Jordan Westburg. First pitch is a called strike off the plate. The 0-1 is hit hard. Left field and deep. Going back, and that ball is gone. And you just typed that in already. Bye-bye, birdie, James McCann. Wow, you just... Yeah, I'm not in the mood, dude. Bye. All right. James McCann just went deep to tie the ball game, 401 feet. And the Orioles are just right back in it, 2-2. Unbelievable. Get out of here. For crying out loud. McCann hits the homer hose. And yeah, your boy just needs I need a reset. I just need a reset right now. Gunnar Henderson takes a called strike at the bottom of the zone. It is a 2-2 ball game, folks. Nobody out top of the third. A lot of activity so far. Some of it not to my liking, and I need a reset. This pitch is off the plate. 1-1 on Henderson. Gunner swings and misses at a pitch high in the zone. Yeah, I guess I didn't go over all the rules of Charm City Chat and how to watch the ball game along with your boy, the BirdWatcher. Yeah, I'm not having it tonight. I'm just not. Here's a check swing, and he went around. Gunner goes down on strikes for the first out here in the top of the third. Folks, here are the rules. Number 1, no spoilers, and the best way to avoid spoiling is when you're watching this ball game, if you are indeed watching it with the sound down or whatever, have that remote in your hand, because if you're ahead of me, just pause the game. As soon as the next out is recorded, pause the game, and then allow me to make that call of that out, unpause your game, and then for the rest of the night, you're good to go. We're synced. We are synced. We are tethered. As Westburg swings and misses at the first pitch he sees. Next one is skied high in the air. Please lose that one in the rooftops. Paredes has it. I guess these Rays are more used to it here. So a pop out on the infield of first base for Westburg. 2 down quickly here in the third. Ah, that Orioles magic, Curtis. That's right. There's been some magic. There's been some voodoo. There's been some incantations going on around here. It's been a weird vibe so far already tonight. as Ryan O'Hearn steps in and takes ball one. Next pitch to him is a called strike. O'Hearn had a base hit his first time up. Unfortunately, was taken out of a rally on an Anthony Santander double play ball. This pitch is fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ryan O'Hearn. Pepiot's pitch count is no problem. This is going to be number 36 coming up. And a swing and a miss from O'Hearn. Pepiot. That looked like a pretty nasty pitch that fell off the table there. But James McCann gets the Orioles back level quickly with a home run to left. We go to the bottom of the third. Orioles 2, Rays 2. So let me hurry up and finally get through this gosh darn Charm City chat thing, which normally takes 15 seconds. All right, so yeah, no spoilers in the chat. Somebody just did it here. Somebody felt like, let me just type in McCann home run as I'm listening to the guy call the game. Let me just type that in. Not even like a celebratory anything, just McCann home run. Like, why? Is there a reason other than to disrupt what's going on? So yeah, if you do that, that's automatic. You're out of here. I'm sorry, folks. Politics, just don't bother, okay? Ain't nothing getting solved anywhere else. Ain't nothing getting solved here. You know it. So, again, we're trying to keep this about baseball or any other topic besides politics. I like random, obscure topics. You know, weird pop culture topics. You know, like we were talking the other day about that dress controversy from like a decade ago, right? Is it gold and black, or is it blue and white, or whatever? You know, that kind of stuff. Just nice, fun, stupid conversations. That's what I enjoy. Hey, Vonnie, I'm with you. If it's unpopular, I'm right there with you. I've got a lot of unpopular opinions, but you know what? During the ball game, I try to keep a lot of them to myself. Some of them slip out, I'll be honest. But you know, when I got to be the one talking for 2.5, 3 hours straight, that's tough. Finally, the last rule is what's the last rule? No spoilers. No gambling talk, betting stuff. I mean, a brief mention, a passing mention about something because you're super excited. You can go ahead and maybe do it once. I mean, we're not going to jump on you about it, but just know nobody else cares. And if you make it a habit, well, then we're going to probably have to do something about it. So here's Randy Arozarena at the plate leading off the bottom of the third. First pitch was off the plate, and now a breaking ball for a called strike. The 1-1 pitch is low and in, 97 from Corbin Burnes. He had to throw 39 pitches to get to the first 2 innings, so his pitch count is a concern. And this one is grounded softly to short. Gunnar is going to have to hurry, and he gets off the throw in time to beat Arozarena at first base. Arozarena grounds out to short to begin the bottom of the third. Hey there, base. Yeah, it's a good habit. It's a good habit. All right. Here's a ground ball foul off to the right from Brandon Lau, who's up there for the second time tonight. He walked, stole a base in his first plate appearance. A lot of dirty uniforms out there already. That's because a lot of these Rays have been stealing. This pitch is fouled away. The count now 0-2 on Brandon Lau. The 0-2 pitch, outside corner. McCann tried to frame it for Burnes, but the ump wasn't having it. The count 1-2. Oh, I'm getting a nice look at that roof. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Looks like a giant diaphragm. It's lovely. This one is fouled away from Lau. 1-2 the count. I mean, this is about as aesthetically pleasing as a burlap sack. 1-2 pitch is a check swing in the dirt. A check, and he went around. McCann will tag Lau. Lau does not agree with the check swing call there by the third base umpire, but his trip to the plate is over. Yeah. He could have gone either way there. The bat was parallel with the plate, but it was also over the plate, if you know what I mean. That's right on the line there. This one's hit high in the air. Shallow left field toward the foul line. Henderson at an angle got to the foul line, now doubles back and makes the catch in fair territory. So another tough play with a high fly ball in this dome here. But the Orioles get out of the inning with no damage. We go to the fourth inning. We're tied up at 2. All right, now we're all capsing it here tonight. Is there a concerted effort for tomfoolery tonight? Is that what's happening? Yo, I'm back. My Mariners start a 4-game set versus the White Sox later, but you know I love what the Orioles are doing. I see Gunnar went yard. Yeah, first pitch of the ball game, Steph. First pitch of the ball game. But, yeah, ain't nothing better than a 4-game set with the White Sox. We had one. We enjoyed it. Didn't we? Watch out. Phillies are coming to town. We will be watching because we've sold out the joint. Come on in. Enjoy it. I wonder if my Philly friend play-by-play with JJ will be popping in later. It should be interesting. The two of us are planning on collaborating the night before the first game of that series and maybe doing a little bit of a discussion about the series between a Philly fan and a Oriole fan. By the way, I'm just starting to look at the games that are on tonight, and the Red Sox aren't playing, the Phillies aren't playing, and I don't have any place to send you guys after this game. The Yankees are on later. That's big, playing the Royals. We're rooting for Kansas City this week. Oh, there's no need to trash the actual city, my friend. Look, every city has got their, I lived in Philly for a little bit. I got friends in Philly. Philly's a cool town. Now, their fan base might be a little bit aggressive in general, but they're not all that way. City of brotherly crime. Come on, man. I think if you put Baltimore crime numbers next to Phillies, we're brothers in arms here, my friend. It's pot calling kettle, I think. Mountcastle fouls off the first pitch. Next one's hit hard to the right side and a base hit. There you go. Mountie is on first with a leadoff single to the opposite field. Hey, Eagles, we don't mind having you here, but this is Charm City Chat, All we're going to do is charm you to death if all you do is come in and try to, cause a ruckus. That's what we do. You're brotherly love. We're Charm City. Let's see if we can represent our respective cities, well. First pitch to Anthony Santander is fouled away. Tony's 0 for 1 so far tonight. All right. All caps, by the way, Eagles. All caps one more time, and that's it. That's a timeout. I'm sorry. I'm trying to give you a place as an opposing fan to come hang out and watch a ball game, but lay off the all caps, okay? 1-1 on Santander. This one's lifted high in the air, but not much on it. Oh, my goodness, not that high either. Man, Santander with a golf swing. I didn't get to hear the crack of the bat. He must have not squared that one up. It's just going to be a fly ball to center field for the first out. Just a fly ball route, not that routine. It wasn't very deep, and I just made a terrible call all the way around. Let's just sweep that one under the rug. Bad call by BW. Here's Colton Cowser. First pitch to him is high for ball one. Cowser 0 for 1, struck out back in the second. Might be time for a lucky, I think. Starting to feel that way. Next pitch is a called strike. Inside corner at the knees. Yeah, folks, get those moves in the chat. Oh, Kevin Hart is here. Welcome in, Kevin. I really enjoyed your role in Soul Plane. Back before anyone knew who you were. This one's off the plate to Cowser, and the count is 2-1. There's some cows getting represented in the chat. An older couple, I should say. There's a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Count now 2-2 on Cowser. By the way, folks, this happened about a month ago. I'm not sure where the Orioles were at the time, but Colton Cowser did an interview with MLB Network where his dad sort of popped into the interview, and it is a very funny exchange. I've got it posted on the Discord. I encourage everybody to check it out if you haven't seen it already. Very funny. 2-2 pitches, swung on and missed. Cowser can't catch up with that high fastball, and he goes down swinging for the second time today. 2 down. Why is this stuck on Pepiot and Gunnar Henderson? I'm sorry. I don't know why that... I don't know what's going on here. Hey, Melanie, how you doing, hun? Welcome on in. Boy, we need Melanie's charm like nobody's business right now, don't we? Ramon Arias takes up and away for ball one. 2 down, nobody on here in the top of the fourth. 2-2 ball game. What? Did I say one? There's a runner at first. I need a lucky, folks. I can't figure out when to take a break. I can't figure out when to do it. Just now. Now's the time. And by the way, look, I got a new thing for you to stare at while I'm not here, okay? Stare at that while I'm not around. 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground, shortstop. They go to second for the force, and that's the inning. Third out made on the force at second base. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Corbin Burnes is already halfway to the mound. He looks like he means business. He's ready to pitch. 2-2 ball game. All right. Yeah, you know what? That's it. Take a hike, dude. I just sat here and tried to say kind things about your city. So you know what? Take a hike, dude. It's Charm City Chat. You're not charming. Goodbye. 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 I mean, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Fly, eagles, fly on the road to misery. I mean, Jesus Christ. Boy, tell you what. I need a lucky. Hey, all I know here is this. I don't think anybody's going to like the White Sox channel and going in there as a fan from another city going, you guys suck, because they do suck. And to say so would be redundant, right? I don't think anybody would bother showing up to the Orioles live stream, I don't know, 3 years ago. But they do now. You know why? Because they're worried. These Philly fans are showing up suddenly because they're like, oh, my God, we got to go to Baltimore this weekend. Oh, my God, we got to go to Baltimore this weekend. What can I do? What can I do? I got to tell everybody. Oh, don't you worry. It's going to be a fun series. Evan, yes, I did when they were called the team before that. This pitch is low and away. I'm a 47-year-old man. Ahmed Rosario at the plate, by the way. Bottom of the fourth. He took low and away for ball one. So when I grew up, the Colts had already left Baltimore by the time I was about 5 or 6 years old. Next pitch is fouled away, and the count is 1-1. So I grew up in an era where the 4 major sports were 3 in D.C. and 1 in Baltimore, and I grew up in PG County. So I was kind of right in the middle of it all, and I embraced both cities and both their teams. So there's a line drive base hit in the left field for Rosario to begin the bottom of the fourth. So Burnes immediately puts a duck on the pond in a tie ball game. Would you look at that? Mike Elias is in the stands and in his usual pose, which is crouched, leaning over, bad back support, looking at his phone, thinking about the next deal he's going to make. Here's Jose Siri. First pitch is swung on and missed. Burnes with the heat. Ain't nobody want Cheese Whiz on their steak sandwich? Man, you don't need to say anything about Philly that Bill Burr didn't already. Yeah, folks. I don't need to roast Philly because Bill Burr did it perfectly like 14 years ago. That's done. With their candy stripe uniforms. I don't think they wear the candy stripes anymore. Here's the 0-1 to Siri. This one is fouled back. You one bridge having town. You guys got a statue of Rocky. Joe Frazier's actually from here, but you can't deal with him because you know why. But you put up a fake boxer statue. Yeah, I remember Bill Burr's rant. There's a called strike 3 on Siri, and again, boy, Siri is a whiner. That was in the zone. Jose Siri is one of those guys where it's never his fault. You can just tell. It's never Jose Siri's fault. Dude, that was a strike. Sit down. 1 away here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Palacios. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Is there a no wine setting on my Siri? You want a little more cheese with your wine there, Jose? That's the 5th strikeout of the game, by the way, for Burnes. Oh, the sub count. I suppose we should bring that up here in the next half inning. This one is hit on the ground. Second base. Westberg's got it over the first. That's the only play they had, as Rosario, I guess, was already in motion. So, lead runner moves up to second. Oh, is that the end of the inning? Wait a minute. Why does it still say Gunnar Henderson versus... I don't know what's going on. Let me just refresh this. Apparently the inning is over, according to this. Yet Jose Caballero is at the plate and a runner on second. So, yeah, this... Don't bother looking at this right now, folks. ESPN is glitching. Here's a ground ball to second. This should get us out of the inning. Caballero grounds out to Westberg, and that's it. 57 pitches through 4 innings for Burnes. 2-2 ball game as we head to the 5th. My goodness. Folks, you can feel it. I think that's what it is. Sorry. Hey, Janet, sorry for the squeaking. Hey. Right. No more naked people, Janet. You say that, but I mean, you got four very strapped, hunky men walking at you, right? It's next to naked. I don't trust any cheesesteak that doesn't come with provolone cheese on it. That's the only cheese it should have. Good time guy with a hot take. Zachary's still going over the Bill Burr stuff. I mean, folks, if you've never heard it, look up Bill Burr Philly rant. I heard that rant the day after it happened because Bill Burr used to be a regular guest on a morning radio show that I'm actually not very proud anymore to say that I used to listen to on a regular basis, but I'm a man who loves radio and talk radio. The Opie and Anthony show. Bill Burr, that rant he did was on a comedy tour that Opie and Anthony had put on with several other comedians touring several different cities. And during the day, several other comics had been on stage and they were heckled by the Philly crowd. Bill Burr came out as one of the last comics and he was just fed up. So he just completely abandoned his set and just spent about 12 minutes roasting the city of Philadelphia. And it is, I mean, if you like comedy, that should be in a time capsule. Okay, here we go. Ced Mullins at the plate. First pitch to him is outside for ball one. Yeah, Santander does have a nice golf swing, doesn't he? Next pitch is bottom of the zone for a called strike. 1-1 on Mullins, who's 0 for 1 so far today. 2-2 ball game, top of the fifth. This one's hit on the ground. First baseman, fair territory, has it, and Paredes will beat Mullins to the bag. That ball was just fair. Paredes, though, playing near the line, able to grab it and beat Mullins to the bag. One out. The Greaseman. How can I forget about the most obnoxious voice I've ever heard on the radio? Yeah, the Greaseman. Yeah, I remember. I unfortunately remember. Here is James McCann, who takes a called strike. He homered in his last at-bat to tie this ball game at 2. That's where we've been ever since. This one is hit into right field. A base hit for McCann going to the opposite field. Look at this guy. Home runs, opposite field hits. James McCann, the number 9 hitter, giving us some offense today. That's right, DC 101 in the 80s. The Greaseman. Howard and the Greaseman. The Greaseman. Oh, I forgot. I'm still off a screen. Oh, this one's in the dirt, and that's going to allow the runner to move to second. McCann took a couple steps past because that ball got far away. If we had a speedier runner, that might have been a 2-base error. But I guess the catcher sort of took his time knowing McCann was running. So that's why that was that way. Okay, I'll be on there in just a sec. I got to put my face on there. Here's the 1-0 to Gunnar. And this one's hit on the ground, right side, off the first baseman. And that's going to be an infield hit. First and third. And yeah, I need to bring this. I need the sub-screen there. I need to hurry up and bring up the sub-screen there. There's a rally going on there. I want to make sure. He should have never brought up his name, by the way. Don't you regret bringing up his name now? I know you do. I regret my decision. I didn't realize you would do that. All right, coming on over here. Folks, we got up to 1,100. How about that? Boom. Meeting on the mound. We passed 1,100, and I didn't even see it happen. All right. All right. The Greaseman has been retired, and I'm going to get back on the screen here. Folks, there's one out, runners at first and third. 2-2 ball game in the top of the fifth. Jordan Westburg is at the plate. Ryan Pepiot's pitch is in there for a called strike. Westburg is 0 for 2 so far today. But you know how he likes to hit in clutch situations. This is one of them. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a pitch low and in. He chased. Yeah, maybe some new subscribers, just some Philly fans who see a sub count and say, well, now I'll unsubscribe. I get it. Here's the 0-2 to Westburg. I thought I said the Greaseman was retired. This one is fouled back. Now you got that earworm in my head. Oh, boy. How about the gee? That's right. I'm a little worried that everyone knows the Grease Man. This one's in the dirt. My mom listened to the Grease Man every morning, and she would just laugh and laugh. I'm like, this guy is not that funny. Or was it the afternoon? I can't remember. Howard was in the morning, right? I long ago memories as another person checks out. Here's a swing and a miss from Westburg, and he goes down on strikes. Man. Jordan, you let me down in that spot. First and third, one out, and he strikes out with that go-ahead run 90 feet away, but now there's two down. It's going to be up to Ryan O'Hearn to cash in. He's 1 for 2 today. First pitch to him is a swing and a miss on a pitch on the outside edge. Hey, DDH, how you doing? Good to see you. And thank you. Don't congratulate me. Congratulate everybody else here. Oh, God, this guy. Hey, folks, here's a guy that's been bugging me for like a year. Bye. Stevie boy, my good old friend. Yeah, we're great friends. It is attack night. There must have been a collected effort. 1-1 pitch to O'Hearn is low for ball 2. Folks, ain't nobody stopping BW. Go ahead and keep trying. I'm on a mission. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm on a mission here. Ain't nobody stopping me. 2-1 pitch is off the outside just a little bit. 3-1. Hitters count for Ryan O'Hearn. Once again, folks, 2-2 ball game, top of the 5th. The Orioles with runners at first and third. 2 outs. Looking to take the lead. 3-1 count is right in there for a strike. O'Hearn didn't want it, and the count has gone full. Hey, thank you, DDH. Always good to have you around, DDH. DDH, solid. All right, this one's fouled off to the right. Still 3-2. Hey, Fox, that's actually a really good theory. That makes a lot of sense. Because, yeah, I was looking, I'm like, there's no Philly game on the night. There's no Boston game on the night. I'm like, because I've got friends who cover both those teams. Here's a line drive, again foul, but that one was hit harder. O'Hearn is getting closer. Remember, folks, O'Hearn had that one at-bat where he got that home run after fouling off a lot of pitches a couple of games ago. What, the first game of this series, I want to say? By the way, the runner at first had... Oh, that was a nice catch by the ball boy over there. He deserves some credit on that line drive. Another line drive. Stay fair. Fair ball. Down into the corner. McCann scores. Henderson's coming around. He will score. It's a 2-run, 2-out double from Ryan O'Hearn. And the Orioles have jumped out to a 4-2 lead. Courtesy of the subscreen. Yes. Ryan O'Hearn. Thank you, Ryan. I gave you a home run call the other day. I tweeted at you. You acknowledged it. And now look at you. I'm going to have to send you this call. Now he's going to get annoyed. Hey, there's this guy who won't leave me alone. Every time I do something, he sends me a video. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. That pitch is off the plate, but it's called a strike anyway. 0-1. O'Hearn at second, 2 down. The Orioles now lead 4-2. This one's lifted in the air, high, off to the right side and foul ground. The first baseman Paredes, running a long way, but that one is out of play. Folks, we'll get off the subscreen here in just a moment. Again, when we're in the middle of a rally, that's where we stay. And it has done us well. Here's the 0-2. Upstairs. Mounties 2 for 2 already tonight. Hey, Book Doc, how you doing? Good to have you back. Another one upstairs. Same location, same result. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Mountcastle. Pepiot was ahead of him 0-2. Had a chance maybe to put him away. Again, Mounty's already gotten 2 hits off of him. Oh, I can feel something. Come on, folks. And now the catcher asks for time. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? The 2-2 to Mountcastle. He went after a fastball, shoulder high, and strikes out. Damn it. I think that's the first time I ever just said it right into the mic. Damn it. Must be that greaseman rubbing off on me. But hey, the Orioles, on a 2-run double by Ryan O'Hearn, have put the Orioles out in front 4-2. This ball game is half over. That's half a game? That's half a game? I'm exhausted. How you doing? Folks, what is our behavior going to be like during the Phillies series? Honestly, how are we going to handle it? How are we going to handle it? Because it's going to get rowdy in Charm City chat. But we gotta behave a certain way. Look, I'm not saying we just sit here and take it. Your boy never just takes it. Your boy's all about passive resistance or whatever it is. But it's like you throw the first punch, right? Like I'll be on my best behavior. You throw a punch, though, then it's on. It's on. But at the same time, you know, I got to set a bit of an example here. I got to keep the decorum at a certain level between these two cities in close proximity. This suddenly burgeoning rivalry we got going on here. That's right, Bill. You tell them. You tell them over and over, every damn time they come in here, remember 83. All right, Burnes is out here to pitch the bottom of the 5th. He's only given up 3 hits through the first 4 innings. The Rays have left 3 men on base. The Orioles have as well, but the Orioles have 8 hits. 4-2 Baltimore. Looking for the sweep. And hopefully looking for a couple of more shutdown innings from Corbin Burnes. Here's the first pitch to Jackson for a called strike. Jackson. Action Jackson. That's what the A stands for. Hit that 2-run homer to account for the Rays' runs. Here's a check swing. The appeal, no swing. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, Sean, that's an awesome item right there to have. Make sure that's in a place where it stays nice and safe. There's a called strike. Bottom of the zone on the outside corner. You proposed to your wife the same way Rocky did in front of the tiger exhibit at the Philadelphia Zoo. Is that true? Here's one off the plate, 2-2 the count. Did you ask in the same voice, DDH?
Will you marry me? I was thinking maybe we get married. Will you be my wife?
You didn't sound like him, right? I probably didn't sound like him either. This one's fouled away. 2-2 the count on Jackson, leading off the bottom of the fifth.
Hey, I was thinking maybe we could spend the rest of our lives together or something.
This one's lined, and that is a foul ball. Boy, a couple of feet foul from Jackson. He just missed a double to go along with that homer he already has. Sean with the follow-up question.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking, what are you doing the next 30, 40 years?
Oh, that's awesome, DDH. That's awesome. Here's a check swing and no swing, says the first base umpire. Full count now on Action Jackson. Here comes the payoff pitch. You're a bum, Rock. This one's hit to third. Urias, a long throw across the diamond in time. The first base umpire sort of did a little funky head movement to go, was he safe? And then an emphatic punch out as Urias. Let's take a look to be sure. Yeah, he got him. Yeah, I gotta say, the runner didn't really look like he put that final stride in. He might have been able to beat it out. Here's Diaz. Back to the top of the order for the third time through for Corbin Burnes. First pitch to Diaz is ball one. So what's better, my Greaseman impression or my Rocky impression? They're both horrible. The 1-0 is low, and the count 2-0. Don't worry, I won't make a poll out of it. 4-2 Baltimore in the bottom of the fifth. I already forgot. Did I ask which one is better or worse? Because now the answers are meaningless unless I remember what the question was. Frank Drebin? I've got to get inside. Here's the 2-1 to Diaz. Swing and a miss. He waved at that pitch, breaking off the bottom of the outside corner there. Nice pitch from Burnes to make it 2-2. This one's inside, and the count has gone full. My favorite thing about the whole Rocky series was when they got to 4 and they had to bring in a robot. I'm like, all right, I'm done. This one is hit back, and boy, Burnes, I almost got him square in the belly. That ball hit right back up the middle hard for a base hit, a 1-out single for Yandy Diaz. You like the axle? Hey, I've got a few more up my sleeve. And folks, sometimes if I do an impression, I'm just doing it without ever having practiced it once. I'm just like, all right, let me try. Let me see. Sometimes it works. Sometimes horrible results. Here's Randy Arozarena. First pitch, swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by Burnes to get ahead. Oh, we got an Oriole fan right here making his way down the stands. He's got a tall beer in one hand and some Dippin' Dots or ice cream or whatever in the other. Beer and ice cream, folks. Breakfast of champions. Oh, there's a little girl walking in front of him. She's going to have the ice cream. He'll have the beer. He's got the loudest Jimmy Buffett design of an Orioles shirt I've ever seen, but it's lovely. I don't know if anybody caught it, but fantastic stuff. Oh, look at that. Everybody gets a bite of the ice cream. This is precious, folks. He's down on his knees here, feeding the little girl her ice cream. And he's like, you enjoy now. I got a pound of beer. That's baseball, folks. This pitch is low and away. 2-1 on Randy Arozarena. 1 out, 1 on. I can do walking when I'm a little tipsy. For some reason, I can't do walking good sober. Isn't that weird? I got to be a little tipsy for walking. This pitch is outside. 3-1 on Arozarena. They're flashing back to that girl, digging into that chocolate ice cream with a bunch of jimmies on it. Fantastic. Fantastic. 3-1 pitch. That one's hit in the air, and it's going to hook foul out of play. Full count on Randy Arozarena. 1 out, runner at first. And they still keep flat. Look, I get it. It's precious. The Oriole hat this girl is wearing, she's got it a little bit askew. It's precious. I mean, somebody clip this if they're watching it right now and post it up on my community page or something. In fact, if one of my mods can drop in the Discord invite, now would be a good time. Full count here on Arozarena. 1 out, 1 on. The payoff pitch is popped up. Third base side, foul ground. Urias making his way toward the track. And just before he does, he's got it for out number 2. Thank you, Janet. Folks, I'm telling you, if you just go to that link right now and you go to the regular thread there, the last post I put up is that conversation interview with Colton Cowser, his dad, on MLB Network. I'm telling you, you're going to want to watch that. It's fantastic. Hilarious. I had to watch it twice. This one is hit on the ground, and Mountie will field it and touch the bag just a couple of feet to his left. Easy last out of the inning. All right. 5 innings in the books. We go to the 6th, and that little girl is going to continue to enjoy her ice cream. Hopefully she won't get one of those little ice cream headaches. Oh, those stink. Oh, Shaggy and Scoob. Do grease. Look, hey, I'm not Rich Little, okay? What do I look like here? I'm a man of many talents. How many do you want? Boy. All right, I'll give you one obligatory. Like, what are we going to do, Scoob? Like, we're up by 2 runs. We've got to play the Braves and the Phillies this week. Yeah. Really exciting. Like, I don't know if I can handle it. I might need a special lucky or something. Yeah, Scooby snack. All right. You all right now? Everybody okay? What are you going to do? Folks, they call me TV Stevie for a reason, all right? I was one of those kids that was born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s with parents that made me a latchkey kid. They put a TV in front of me and sat me down and said, there's your parents. All right? So all I did was absorb. I got a feeling Jim Carrey probably grew up in a similar environment. I got a feeling a lot of comedians and impressionists and overall entertainers probably spent a whole lot of time sitting their butt in front of a TV during their entire childhood because their parents didn't want to have anything to do with them. But hey, look at the results, huh? Here's Anthony Santander, top of the 6th. First pitch is fouled away for strike 1. Tony is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Ryan Pepiot was on the mound. And let's get some tatas in the chat. There they are. Here's one foul back. The count is 0-2. By the way, while I'm over here, I should probably take a look at the numbers. What are the numbers? 61 likes, folks. There's about 150 people in here. Let's get it up to like 75. Folks, if you don't mind hitting that thumb at the bottom of your screen, it really does help out the channel. 0-2 pitch to Santander is a check swing foul. Out of play. Here's a graphic of pitches that Santander has gone after out of the zone and put it into play, and he is the textbook definition of a bad ball hitter, Anthony Santander. This one's in the dirt, 1-2. Pepiot now on 78 pitches here in the top of the 6th. Up and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the next pitch will be number 80. Pitch count is fine. He should have enough to get through 6 as long as he doesn't get into trouble, but I got a feeling they're only going to make him go 6, even if he does go 1, 2, 3 here. This one's fouled away, and the count is still 2-2. Yeah, Vlad was one of the best bad ball hitters of all time. Throw it anywhere within the reach of his bat. This one's up and in, but man, that was a nice pitch by Pepiot. Santander is called out on strike 3 looking. That pitch did clip the zone at the top on the inside edge. Credit to Pepiot for placing that pitch right there. That was tough. I mean, you know Santander will swing at just about anything, and even he thought that pitch was not going to stay in the zone. This one's hit hard on the ground by, who's that masked man? Colton Cowser, but it's a foul ball. Folks, now we need some moves. From potatoes to cows, folks. We got a great farm system, and you can't have a farm without potatoes and cows, right? This one's hit on the ground, right side, and through for a base hit. Colton Cowser with a 1-out single. There you go, buddy. Your first hit of the night. Turn on the sprinklers. And they flash to the older couple, Oriole fans. The wife wearing the cow designed, what do you call that? Gilligan hat. Great. That's the one thing about catching a game here in Tampa. It's not too hard to spot people in a crowd when there's scattered seating like this. Here's a check on Cowser. He's back in safely. Oh, look at that. DDH put up the proposal.
Hey, I was thinking maybe like the next 30, 40 years. You might want to, be my wife.
Hey, that's awesome, DDH. I'll be sure to check it out right after the ball game. This one is lifted foul by Ramon Urias. Urias is up there with a runner at first base. Again, he's been making the most of his opportunities lately. Check on Cowser here. He's back in once again on the slide. There is activity in the Rays pen. Kelly, the right-hander, getting loose. Swing and a miss. That one was a couple inches above the zone, and Urias strikes out. So back-to-back strikeouts for Pepiot in what might be his final inning. Oh, congratulations, DDH. First pitch to Mullins is off the plate for ball 1. All right, folks. We got a runner at first, 2 down, set at the plate. Check on Cowser again. That's a third check on him. Not in all the same at-bat, but since he's reached base. Well, thank you, Dan. Dan, are you way behind the... you got a red dot next to that word live at the bottom of your screen, or are you a little behind us? Here's a called strike to said. Folks, always remember, there should be a red dot next to the word live on whatever device you're watching me on. If that dot isn't lit up red, then you're not live. Tap the word live, and then you'll get back to live. Swing and a miss. Now, if you purposefully pause something to sync up with me, then just stay right where you are. But otherwise, some people fall way behind. I try to help them out. I don't know why they're not keeping the scoreboard up here with the pitch count and all that info. It's like watching old school baseball here. The next pitch to Mullins is fouled away. Can I get a count? I believe it's 1-2. I mean, this broadcast has just abandoned any graphics. What is this? The 80s? The 70s? The 60s? What is this? He's still in the 5th inning. Who's he? Oh, you mean the comment. Earl's watching BW upstairs. Man, Tony, if I could know, if I knew that Earl Weaver was just looking down and checking in with the BirdWatcher, that would make my millennium. We have a discussion between the Rays manager and the home plate umpire right now. I apologize because I'm not sure exactly what it's about, but it's not a heated discussion. It looks pretty civil. The Orioles are on the phone to their bullpen. Oh, there was a balk. Thank you, Rob. I missed it. What just flew in my face? There's a conference now between the umpires to figure out exactly what went down. Rob, if you want to elaborate a little more on what happened, feel free, because they're not really showing me any replays. I'm just watching guys standing around talking right now. So what happened here? So now Brandon Hyde is out because apparently they're going to reverse whatever the decision was after a conference. Because now Hyde wants to know what's up. Rob, any info would help. Your boy's completely in the lurch here. Okay, so the runner is back to first base, though, apparently. Is that right? Because, again, they're not even giving me the graphics to show me runners on base. I can't see a damn thing. All right, here we go. 1-2 pitch, apparently, up and away for ball 2. I'm just going to have to go by memory. 2-2 the count on Mullins. Cowser apparently at first base. There he is. Okay, confirmed. Here's the pitch. Swung on and tapped foul behind the plate. Still 2-2 on Mullins. Boy, what a mess. I tell you what, let's just get out of St. Petersburg. Can we? Can we just get this sweep and get out of here? I'm done with this venue. I don't like it. Here's the next pitch to Mullins. Swung on and missed. Pepiot strikes out the side in the 6th. Man, that was pretty impressive from Pepiot. I mean, if that was his version of emptying the tank, you got to tip your cap. Well, for us, we still got 9 more outs to play with and a 2-run lead, so I'm not worried about it. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. The Orioles ahead 4-2. That hellhole. All right. Oh, thank you, William. They mistakenly, because they kept checking on Cowser, and even I said that's the 3rd time, but even I said that it wasn't the same batter. So basically, the umpire was less locked in on that than I was, even though I'm the one confused, going, what are they arguing about? What they were arguing about was something that I was on top of. So BW's on top. Look, I'm going to heat up some water here to fill in this otherwise room temperature coffee. I'll be right back. Hey, and like, subscribe or something. Hey there, Tony. Hey, Shantae. Welcome back. GP3, how you doing? You've been here for a little while already, haven't you? Generated versions of the AI generated version of O's caps. Why do I need it? I'm okay with the official one, but I don't know. I'm not much of the AI type of guy, but I'll take a look at them. Here's one in the dirt. See, another reason to go on over to my Discord, Fox. You can post images of these caps you're talking about and share them with the rest of the community right here and now. Isaac Paredes is at the plate. Corbin Burnes on the mound. And again, folks, what is the deal? They must have broken their own effects system because there is no longer a scoreboard on the screen. Paredes lifts ones into left center field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Isaac Paredes, a leadoff single. Burnes with a bit of a shake of the head. Oh no, Fox, you're fine. You're fine. I wasn't picking on you, buddy. Oh, as far as the link, yeah, Fox, yeah, you can put it there. There you go. All right. Rosario at the plate. He takes low and away for ball one. Oh, that's right. I need to get back on the screen. I got some coffee I got to take care of here. I'll wait for the next out. Here's the pitch. This one's hit hard on the ground. A nice stab by Urias to second for one, to first, two, a double play around the horn. What a beautiful turn. 5-4-3. Urias getting it started. Westberg, the middleman. And there goes that rally. 2 down, nobody on. Maybe I'll just wait till this inning's over and grab that water. Urias to Westy to Mountie. This one's hitting the center field deep. Mullins is going back. He's got it 2 steps in front of the track, and this inning is over. Corbin Burnes, 6 innings in the books. How many pitches are you up to, my friend? Is there an idea of a 7th? 84 pitches. I say yes. I say he starts the 7th, and if he gets into trouble, or if that pitch count gets to 100, you yank him. But, yeah, you got to throw our ace out there. Go ahead. Have a guy ready. Have a guy ready. But I want him back out there. Let's go. 84 pitches, dude. You can do it. All right, how's that like thing working out? Because, again, that we've hit over 100 likes in back-to-back games, and we're just at 70. That's half the people watching right now. I don't know. What do we do, Charm City Chat? How do we convince those watching right now coverage of Orioles baseball, coverage that is there for you night in, night out, every game, that simply wants a slight little tap of a finger to help the channel grow a little bit more. How do we convince them to do that? I'm not sure. What do I say? Do I do another Scooby-Doo impression? Is that what it's going to take? Did I just lose a like? Wow. Wow. Okay, well, apparently I've learned one thing. It's that if you ask nicely for something, people get upset, apparently. All right. I'm learning how the human mind works. When did the Rays start? The Marlins and the Rockies were first, right? I think they came around like 92, 93. And I think the Rays and Diamondbacks came like 95. Is that about right? Somebody want to confirm that? But around 95, I'd say. Hey, look who's up at the plate. It is our star hitter, James McCann, leading off the top of the 7th. 4-2 Baltimore. McCann with a homer and a single. Scored twice. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on a pitch at the bottom of the zone. By the way, it's Kelly. Kevin Kelly? It's a K. Kelly. Right-handed pitcher on the mound in relief of Pepiot. Let me get you back up here a little bit. There you go. Sorry about that. This one's... oh, wow. McCann chases one way off the plate. Absolutely befuddled on that swing. Just goes to show you, folks. McCann looking locked in those first two ABs. Rocked Pepiot with a homer and then an opposite field line drive single. Well, you're not going to want to watch him in this AB because that was not for the highlight reel. 98. Wow, that late. Okay. Well, there you go. Thanks, guys. Diamondbacks the same year, right? They have to balance out the league. Kevin Kelly's next pitch to... who's up? Gunnar, you're up. If you're up, why am I not here? Gunnar Henderson, folks. Hey, thanks to the 4 new members. Or 4 new subscribers, I should say. This pitch is a called strike. 1 out, nobody on base, top of the 7th. A 1-2 count on Gunnar Henderson. He led off this ball game with a 430-foot home run on the first pitch. Outside, 2-2. Oh, yeah, I can come back on screen. I forgot. Don't you miss me? Don't you miss me? I mean, come on. 2-2 pitch. This one's lined foul off to the left into the bullpen area of the Orioles. Still 2-2 on Gunnar. 21 bombs on the season. Do I hear 22? This one is fouled away. Hey, it's a 2-2 count. That looks like a 22 on my screen. Finally, they got the scoreboard back up, by the way. Took them like 2 innings to fix whatever that was. Somebody's fired. Here's the 2-2. Swing, and did he get a piece? Apparently he did. That ball popped out of the catcher's glove. And I guess that was a foul tip. All right, 2-2. Once more. Here it is. Hit on the ground, opposite field, fair ball. Down the left field line, Gunnar will hit second, and Arozarena will get it back in. A double down the left field line. Almost an excuse me double by Gunnar Henderson. This guy can't help but get extra base hits. All right. Runner and scoring. I mean, that ball was hit straight into the ground. Somehow, that ball had a lot of English on it. It wanted to go foul, but it just refused to until it got past the bag. Gunnar Henderson. Westberg at the plate now. 1 out, Gunnar at second. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Westberg is 0 for 3 tonight. And his last time up, he had runners at the corners with one out, and he struck out. A rare, non-productive AB in a clutch situation for Westy so far this year. This pitch is off the plate outside, 2-0. Westberg with a nice count. We're at the right part of the order to put up some more runs here. O'Hearn and Mounty and Santander all up after this. This pitch is fouled back. 2 balls and 1 strike on Jordan Westberg. Wow. Trevor Bauer finally got signed, huh? By the Astros. And we play them like in what, like 10 days? Interesting. That might be just enough time for him to enter the rotation. We might be running into Trevor Bauer in a series in about 10 days from now. I'm not that. I really don't understand why everyone considers him like Sandy Koufax just sitting out there. First of all, that's a long layoff from. This one's hit hard into left, right at a Rosarena though. It's going to allow Gunnar to tag and go to third with 2 down. As Westberg flies out to fairly deep left center field. Deep enough to let Gunnar move up anyway. 2 down for Ryan O'Hearn. 11 days. 11 days. All right. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. 2 down, runner at third. 2 hits already today, including that big double. Next pitch is inside, 1-1. Pitch is fouled away. Wait, that previous pitch was a ball, was it not? TV showing 0-2. I don't know how much I can believe it. There are 2 strikes. Whether or not there's 1 ball is in question, which is probably something Lance Armstrong has said a couple of times. This one's fouled away. Still 2 strikes on O'Hearn. Don't know about the balls. And please don't clip that out of context. That one pitch, though, I didn't see the ump react, and it was inside. He called that a strike? Really? Here's one fouled away again by O'Hearn, hanging in there. We'll go with 0-2. I mean, folks, Jordan Montgomery took like an extra month off of getting ready for the season because he sat out there waiting for a fat contract. Just that 1 month of not being with the team during spring training, not going through the, I'm telling you right now, Bauer might help a team out, but I don't know why everybody just expects like an ace is just going to be plucked away and immediately inserted with success. I if it happens, it'll be interesting, but I just playing, but not playing at this level. I've been playing too, Rob. Come on, man. This is it. This is the big show. This is it. I don't care what the next level is. It ain't this level. This one's up and away. First ball to O'Hearn. He finally got one. I mean, I'm sure Jordan Montgomery was throwing off a mound while he was sitting out there for an extra month, not playing. But, yeah. At a high, yeah, I get it. Like, he's doing everything he can to stay competitive, and I get it. I'm just saying to expect. I mean, folks, they brought whatever. Look, there's no look. We all have our opinions. 1-2 the count on O'Hearn. 2 out, runner at third. This one's lined. Base hit right field. O'Hearn with another clutch RBI with 2 down. Gunnar comes in to score, and the Orioles make it 5-2. All right, Ryan. I'm going to have to put my own highlight package together for you so I can tweet it at you. Ryan O'Hearn might have to be my player of the game. It's going to be tough competition. That's right. 2 down and a swing and a foul by Ryan Mountcastle. So now we've got O'Hearn at first base. Mounty's 2 for 3 already tonight. 5-2 now. Got a nice 3-run lead here in the late innings. Never enough. How about a few more? Mounty's current average is at 281. By the way, folks, don't forget all-star ballots are out there. Vote for the Orioles. There's a lot of them that actually deserve it. It's not just a, hey, they're my team and I'm going to vote for them. This pitch is a called strike 2, 0-2 on Mountcastle. And he swung at it. Wow. Whatever that pitch is from Kelly, both James McCann and Ryan Mountcastle swung at it and looked awful at it. That pitch is rough. It must look like it's going straight. And that ball just darts away from the right-handed hitter. Mountcastle strikes out to end the inning. But the Orioles, thanks to Ryan O'Hearn. Folks, I need to hear you in chat right now because it's the 7th inning stretch. And when it's at the 7th inning stretch, it's time to put some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in chat. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes. You're out at the old ball game. How you doing? That's my impression of a guy in the 30s doing the 7th inning stretch. What do you think? Depression era. All right, Orioles 5, Rays 2. Coffee watered down. Those are the stats. A West Virginia country boy. Hey, it's a bird. Hello, BW from the Florida Panhandle. How you doing there? It's a bird. Welcome in. Your voice is great. How's your back? Oh, you know what? Somebody was asking me for a look at the chair, and I never did pay off on that. But guess what? We're already too late because here's the first pitch here in the bottom of the 7th. Corbin Burnes is indeed out there, and a curveball swung on and missed by Palacios. Back is hanging in there. I am still looking for that chair. I'm looking for the right deal. What can I tell you? This one is behind the plate. 1-1 the count. I say behind the plate. I mean, the ball hit the dirt and went behind the plate. Sorry. I'm a little scatterbrained today. Like, you know how the umpires have a scorecard for all their games? My scorecard today is not that good. This pitch is in the dirt. 2-1 on Palacios. Honestly, folks, I blame Tropicana Field. Doing 4 straight games watching at the Trop. I don't know what it is. It's just... It's not the same for me. This one's fouled off to the right. 2-2 the count on Palacios, bottom of the 7th. I would have pulled the trigger on a deal for a chair, and then the next day I took another look at the photo of it, and I'm like, here's a check swing. You went around. Yes, you did. Palacios. The home plate umpire rings him up on the check swing. Burnes gets a strikeout to begin the bottom of the 7th. Come on, folks. Let's see Burnes finish strong here with 7 innings in the books. We are at the bottom part of the order here. Here comes the number 8 hitter, Caballero. Here is a breaking ball that catches the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. Pitch number 90 from Burnes there. This one's hit on the ground. Urias across the diamond in time. Caballero is retired. There's 2 down. 91 pitches for Burnes. A chance to get 7 complete. Just have to get a setup guy and a closer to seal the deal on a potential 4-game sweep of the Rays. And a 6-2 road trip against division opponents. Here's a ground ball, second base. They've got it. This inning is over. We're going to the 8th. Orioles 5, Rays 2. 6 more outs. All right. So, folks, anybody here never seen the chair? Anybody? Who here has never seen the chair? First of all, before I point out the chair, it would only be appropriate me for let my friend here say hello to you tonight. Hey, everybody. It's your old pal, the Hat, here. Hope you guys are enjoying the ball game tonight. So far, I've been resting up. You know, I can't be used every night for every situation because magic doesn't work that way. Magic happens when you need it the most. So I'm taking a little break right now. Trust me, if you need me later, I got enough in me. I'll help you out. But we got a big week coming up here with the Braves and the Phillies, Yankees after that. You know what I'm saying? So just hang in there. Hey, you over there. Yeah, why haven't you hit that like button? Why haven't you hit that like button? It's right there. You're watching. You got a puppet hat talking to you right now. Help me out, all right? All right. All right, anyway. Respect the hat, all right? There it is. Now for the hard part. Ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, may I introduce the chair. Yes, look at it in all its glory. That beautiful 1964 design. This is pure metal, by the way. Ain't no cushion for the pushing there. Your boy is working with the most limited of resources. I'm working on it, Rob. I'm working on it. Here's a ground ball to third from Anthony Santander, and he is retired on 1 pitch. Santander grounds out to third to begin the top of the 8th. Right, folks. Look, here's the deal, okay? The channel is now monetized, and finally the Google thing is set up with my bank account, but they only pay out once a month. I have yet to earn a single cent from this channel. So I guess I'm still in that sort of survival mode, like financially in my head. I'm like, well, I don't want to go out there and buy something until... By the way, Cano getting loose. Cows are at the plate, and the first pitch is a strike. Next pitch is upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Cows are at the plate. Top of the 8th. Orioles ahead 5-2. And I will get that frickin' chair, I promise. This one is swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh, right. Thanks. Actually, it's a towel, but thank you, Fox. The towel does help. Can't believe you noticed that. The 1-2 is in there for a call. It's strike 3. Cowser. That one was in there. By the way, it's Poche, the lefty, on the mound for the Rays. I apologize for my lack of information. All that chair talk. go. Look at that. Look at that. Instant upgrade. Here's Ramon Arias, and he swings and fouls one away. I tell you what, folks. It's with this pitch clock, man. If you're an announcer, you don't have any time anymore to do things. The game is always moving. It's good to watch, but this one is fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes on Arias. 2 down, nobody on. He is 0 for 3 so far today. Grounded out to short. Hit into a fielder's choice and struck out. There's a shot of Jorge Mateo in the dugout. He should be available as soon as tomorrow. There's a swing and a miss. Urias strikes out, and that's it here in the 8th. Nothing doing for the Orioles. We go to the bottom half. Looks like it's going to be Yenier Cano time. And the top of the order going to be due up here for the Rays. So this is going to be probably... This is really a bigger inning than the 9th. It really is. We got the top of the order due up here. If Cano does his job, it's going to make the 9th inning a whole lot easier. But yeah, we got to get the job done here in the 8th, and then I think we're going to be in really good shape. That's the 9th quality start for Burnes. Are you saying 9 in a row there? Was that 9 in a row? Or has he only made 9 all season? This is more. How many has he made? He's made more than 9, hasn't he? Help me out. When baseball announcers don't have time to weave their stories into the game, it makes me glad people like Chuck Thompson and Vin Scully did not live to see the pitch clock garbage. Yeah, Cantankerous, that's what I was trying to get at, is that I'd like to, sort of paint a picture and tell little stories, mingled in with the game, especially during those, early to middle innings where there might not be a whole lot of action going on. But yeah, you want to, as a broadcaster, I try to call this like it's radio, like you can't see it, even though a lot of you are watching. I'm trying to do my best to give you a call that is complete. But yeah, with the pitch clock now, not the easiest thing to do. But hey, I'm doing my best. I'll only get better. I'll figure it out. This game is moving along pretty quick, isn't it? It is not yet 8 a.m. over here, my time. All right, Cano is on the mound. Let's go, Cano. Don't you know? We need 3 outs from you. We got the top of the order due up. Yandy Diaz is first. 33rd appearance from Cano. First pitch to Diaz is off the plate outside. 5-2 Baltimore in the bottom of the 8th. 7 innings of 2-run ball from Corbin Burnes. 1-0 is in there for a called strike. Oh, Tony, you're gonna make your boy get choked up over here. 1-1 pitch is up and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Like, even if you're just kind of joking, that's Earl Weaver. Come on, man. Proud of me. 2-1 on Diaz. It is fouled away. 2-2. Yandy is 2 for 3 so far tonight. He's had the most success in this series at the plate for the Rays, but they are 6 outs away from getting swept. Swing and a miss. Cano strikes out Diaz. Top of the zone on the inside corner. Diaz goes back to the dugout. 1 down. 5 more outs. Give me 5 more outs. Here's a Randy Arozarena. Ooh, there is a breaking ball and a beauty from Cano on the inside edge. A front door breaking ball on Arozarena. That was filthy. Let me see that again, Cano. I dare Arozarena to hit that pitch. This one's low, 1-1. Almost 3 a.m. here in Cape Town. Really enjoying this. Baltimore seems fun. Dig your stadium. Dig the fans. Well, this isn't our stadium right now. On the water. Oh, but you're talking, okay. You do know about Camden Yards. Here's a strike 2 to Arozarena. Hey, Mark, that's great. It's a fun team to watch, Mark. And you're chirping from South Africa, man. That's awesome, dude. I tell you what, folks, technology, it's our biggest enemy, but it's also really, really fun for stuff like this. I mean, look at what we're doing here. 2-2 pitch to Arozarena. Swung on in a Baltimore chop. 2 bounces to Westberg. He has to hurry, and he does in time. Arozarena grounds out to second for the second out of the inning. 4 outs to go. That's great, Mark. By the way, I wanted to shout out a few other cities. In fact, I might even just bring it up. Let me get rid of this. I don't need Twitter up for any reason. I don't need the sub screen up for the moment. Actually, I tell you what. Could one of my mods please go to the Discord and copy and paste the cities that I listed in the post of cities that are outside America that are watching this channel? Here's Brandon Lau with a swing and a miss after he took ball 1. So 1-1 the count. Folks, I want you to see the reach that this channel is having beyond just Baltimore. The 1-1 pitch is on the bottom of the zone on the outside corner for a called strike 2. Global community, folks. Global. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, basically the Dominican Republic, I'll just spill the beans, really repping. Their 2 major cities are 2 of the bigger cities. This one's inside, and the count goes full on Brandon Lau. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. The Orioles ahead 5-2. Cano trying to get a clean inning here and get it to the 9th. Yeah, so I dug a little deeper into the analytics since the last ball game. Didn't realize I could see sort of what percentage of... This is ball 4. It's outside to Lau. He's going to take first base with 2 down. Isaac Paredes will come up to hit. All right, no more base runners, Cano. No more base runners. So, yeah, I looked at the analytics, and it breaks down sort of the areas where people are viewing. Obviously, Baltimore representing number 1 and surrounding places like Glen Burnie or Dundalk or, you know, around the area. If it isn't Baltimore proper or up on that list. First pitch to Paredes is a strike. Here's the next one from Cano, outside 1-1. But then I dug a little bit deeper and I realized the second biggest city in terms of viewers is out of the capital of Dominican Republic. This pitch is outside. I can't get one mod to maybe just copy and paste those cities into the chat because I want to shout them out. And if I open up my Discord, it's probably going to interrupt the lag because for some reason when I have Discord open it just messes with me during the live stream. 2-1 pitch to Paredes is on the outside edge, strike 2. It doesn't let you copy? Jeez, that's weird. You can't just click and drag over the words, and that's weird. All right. Can you manually type in one? Oh, Discord isn't behaving. Okay, well, don't worry about it. That's the exact reason why I didn't try. This one is off the plate outside. Full count here on Paredes. All right, let me lock back in. Just wanted to shout out a lot of people out there. Venezuela, Dominican Republic. Folks, the countries where all these great ball players that aren't born in America come from. They're watching along, too. Swing and a miss. Cano pumps his glove. Gets the strikeout to end the 8th. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, there you go. Perfect. With this inning now over, we're going to the ninth. The Orioles lead it 5-2. Folks, towns I want to shout out on the next game. Santiago Domingo, Dominican Republic. Santiago de los Caballeros, Dominican Republic. Santo Domingo Este, Dominican Republic. Maracaibo, Venezuela. Caracas, Venezuela. Panama City, Panama. Nassau, Bahamas. Tijuana, Mexico. Tijuana representing, folks. It's not just a place to go get a tattoo and some tequila, you know. Yeah, thank you, my friend, for posting that up there. Definitely wanted to shout them out. Want to let all you guys know out there in Latin America, South America, you know, glad to have you here. It's awesome. I got a feeling Masson might not be available in, you know, Santo Domingo Este. So, oh, well, you don't have to post everything. What is that? Digging deep into the channel analytics, fascinated by the location of the audience. Baltimore represents 5% of viewers. Folks, I know 5% doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. And again, you're talking about Baltimore City proper, right? Don't speak English here? Why not? If I can understand Spanish. There are camps in New York, Philly, D.C., all around Florida. Yeah, those are the other major American cities besides Baltimore. D.C., Philly, New York, which is to be expected. But a lot of people in Florida as well. That's also to be expected. You got, you know, our spring training complex down there. You got a lot of retirees. This one is inside to Ced Mullins, leading off the top of the ninth. Chris Devinsky, the right-hander, is on the mound now for the Rays. His 14th appearance. He's got an ERA over 6. As Ced hits this one on the ground, foul off to the right. I need a drink. My voice is getting dry. My goodness. Mullins is 0 for 3 tonight. I'm begging him for him to squeeze out one hit here. Come on. That one's line foul again to the right. 1-2. North Carolina representing. Hey, don't worry about it, Rob. I took Thai, and I've lived here now for close to 9 years, and I'm still like 25% fluent. This one's hitting the air left, but it's going to be a can of corn for a Rosarena. A few steps to his right. He makes the catch for out number 1. I've been here permanently since May of 2016. But I first came here for a 6-month stay in the fall of 2015. I only went back to the States for 3 months. When I returned from my initial trip out here, I came back to the States, and about 10 days after coming back, I said, I don't want to live here anymore. I want to live there. And about 2 months later, I did. McCann fouls one off to the left. He is 2 for 3, including a homer tonight. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the ninth. Low and away. 1-1 the count. 4 question marks, my friend. How surprised can you be? The pitch is off the plate. 2 balls and a strike on McCann. There you go. How you doing, Mr. Hyde? This pitch is way off. Gets all the way past the catcher. And the count now 3-1 on McCann. I mean, my language is pretty good, my friend. I just, you know, like I couldn't sit there and call a baseball game because when it comes to like very specific words that you only use, when it comes to just regular words, conversation, nothing too specific or technical, yeah, I'm fine. I can hold my own. Is that ball four to McCann? McCann reaches first base. Yeah, but even soccer, my friend, which is big over here and big all over the world, and my previous job was covering English soccer. I wouldn't be able to talk about it in Thai, because of all the, all the terminology. I don't know. Here's Gunnar Henderson. 1 out, runner at first. 0-1 pitch is called strike. Looked a little bit low. Gunnar, body language says he didn't like it. He's got an 0-2 count. Davinsky on the mound. McCann at first base. Here's the next pitch in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hey, Pocket Watch. Welcome in, Pocket. What was the impetus for 9 years? I don't know, Pocket. All I can tell you is that I permanently moved out here in late spring of 2016. I don't know. Maybe things just felt right to just leave. Here's a fly ball to left field. Caught by Arozarena for out number 2. Gunnar flies out. He is 3 for 5, though, today, including that home run to lead off the ballgame. All right, that brings up Westberg, who's due. He is due. 0 for 4. I'm not having an 0 for 5. Not from Westy. That's not how things work. There's a called strike down the second, and McCann has stolen a base. Folks, I don't know if you've noticed in this series, but James McCann has a steal. Ryan O'Hearn has had 2. What's going on here? McCann in scoring position now. And this one's a called strike off the plate outside. This umpire stinks. 0-2 on Westberg. Runner at second, 2 down. 5-2 Orioles, top of the 9th. We're getting close to a 4-game sweep against a division opponent on the road. This one is up and away, 1-2. Hey, folks, look. Everybody's different, and there might be a place in the world that's perfect for you. All I know is I did a little bit of traveling at a certain part of my life. I wound up here on a recommendation. Planned to stay here for 30 days. Turned that 30-day visa into a 90-day stay because I liked it that much. Turned that 90-day stay into a 6-month stay because I liked it so much. Finally said, all right, time to go back. Went back home. And again, about 10 days in, I said, what am I doing? Why am I denying what I enjoy better, which is being here? I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. This one is swung on and missed. We're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. Westy with a bad day at the plate, 0 for 5, but we'll forgive him. He's too damn good. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Orioles 5, Rays 2. Oh, Tony, man, you are killing me with the compliments, man. Honestly. Seriously, Tony, that really does touch me a lot. Folks, the one thing that I miss so much, so much living out here, it's the one thing, is baseball and going to the ballpark and the sights and the sounds and the smells. Well, not all the smells, but some of them. And just, hanging around the ballpark. It's where I belong. It's where I belong. But maybe that sort of speaks to just how much making the decision to live out here, means to me. It's an unfortunate trade-off, but I would like to tell you more about it, but I just feel like it wouldn't be appropriate. Because it's sort of a personal life situation. But, things are just better for me here. They just happen to be. They wouldn't be better for everybody here, but they are for me. All right. We are going to the bottom of the ninth. Oh, Sean. Sean with punt of the night. Oh, that one hurts. Ooh, Sean. Oh, man. Suddenly I can feel how much this chair hurts. Craig Kimbrell's up for his 27th appearance, folks. He's going for career save number 432. In his career against the Rays, 33 and 2/3 innings. I'll get it out. His ERA, .80. He will be facing Rosario, Siri, and Palacios. Here we go. Rosario's first pitch is a called strike. Kimbrell gets the call on that four-seam fastball, even though it looked a little bit off the plate. And what are you going to do, though? Kimbrell, just that two-pitch pitcher, throws that four-seamer about 70% of the time and the knuckle curve about 30%. This one is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Zip ties. Oh, my God. This one is lifted foul off to the right. Let me guess. Should I have a Mai Tai after we celebrate this hopeful win? Maybe I can tie one on after. I'm feeling a little bit tired right now. This one is, whoa, look out. Wild Thing Ricky Vaughn with a pitch that hit something behind the plate at the backstop there. Look out. Hopefully that'll get under the batter's nerves. 2-2 count on Rosario. This one is off the plate outside. 3-2. Full count. Dad jokes Dobby. That's hard to get out, though. Dad jokes Dobby. I'm going to stumble with that. Here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4. Dude, you're a veteran, man. You know what your job is. We got a 3-run lead. You don't walk the leadoff guy for any reason. There's just no reason. Throw a strike there, dude. Come on, man. I'm behind you. Here's Siri. Off the plate, and here comes McCann to talk to Kimbrell. Jesus Christ. I mean, Craig, buddy, let's do this. 1-0 pitch to Siri. There's a swing and a miss on a fastball. Look what happened. You threw in the zone and they couldn't even touch it. There you go. Now maybe throw one not so far in the middle and maybe a little more on the edge. That'd be nice. 1-1 pitch to Siri. That one is at the top of the zone, swung on and fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on. Oh, William, I don't know. I tell you what, let's look at the result of this AB here, because the worst that can happen is, well, why talk about the worst? But this one is low, 2-2. 2-2 the count. I'll tell you what, I'll get to work on starting a poll if I have to. That one is a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Kimbrel gets the first out here in the ninth. See, I don't want to call upon the hat unless I really need to call upon the hat. So I'm just going to have to. But now I can't really see chat. I want to have this poll question ready if need be, but not until at least a tying run comes to the plate. Here's Palacios. First pitch to him is high for ball 1. I got to at least let you see this. Okay, there you go. There's a bead of sweat on the man's forehead. George is going to pick up an old habit. This one is high, 2-0. 2-0? The 2-0 to Palacios. That one is hit foul behind the plate, out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sean? Come on, man. You're killing me. Oh, boy. The 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Where'd you go? It's out of play somewhere. Who cares? This awful, awful, awful venue. They should have had Fire Festival here. Let's be honest. All right, here comes the 2-2. Inside, ball 3, full count. The full count. Jose Caballero is on deck. Palacios at the plate. The payoff pitch. Called! Strike 3! Palacios caught looking on a pitch at the bottom of the zone. 2 down in the ninth. Tying run not yet at the plate. The hat not yet in play. We must allow the hat to rest unless we really need him. You're going to want all that hat energy in September and October, folks. I'm telling you right now. We are 1 out away from taking a sweep, a 4-game sweep on the road against the division opponent. The pitch is outside to Caballero. Sorry, I'm only seeing a few of your comments at a time. Oh, God, the tie puns. The 1-0 pitch is high, ball 2. 2-0. Folks, if you haven't hit that like button yet, I guess forget about it. Let's just get this out. 2-0 is popped up on the infield. Who wants it? Urias calls for it. This ball game is over. The Orioles take a sweep. We don't need the hat. We don't need the hat. Your boy's on top of it. Final score, Orioles 5, Rays 2. How about this? First ever 4-game sweep at the Trop. You just watched it happen on the BirdWatcher channel. How do you feel, Baltimore? How do you feel, world? Oriole fans everywhere. We went 6-2 on this road trip. And now we head back home for a 6-game series or 6-game homestand that is going to absolutely be lit against a couple of National League juggernauts, starting with the Braves tomorrow night and then the Phillies coming to town on Friday. Hot damn. Final score, Orioles 5, Rays 2. 5 runs, 11 hits and an error. I think the Major League Baseball scoring official scoring department needs to take a look at that error from Westberg. Take it away. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Rays. Burnes gets the win. Pepiot the loss. Kimbrel the save. Ain't the beer cold? Yenier Cano came into that 8th inning, did give up a walk. Kimbrel Pitched the ninth and gave up a walk, but hey, that was it. No hits, a couple of strikeouts apiece. Corbin, we'll be seeing you at the All-Star game. Gunnar Henderson went 3 for 5, including that leadoff homer to begin the ball game. But, folks, I'm going to have to give my player of the game not even a Ryan O'Hearn, who went 3 for 4 with 3 RBI. Folks, James McCann, come on. Talk about production from the bottom of your order. Look at these 2 number 9 hitters here. A couple of light-hitting catchers. And Jackson did his thing. And McCann said, you know what? Tell you what. You can drive in 2, but I'm going to score 2. Plus, I'm going to get an additional hit. And in fact, there's James McCann right now being interviewed on the Masson broadcast. Still got his catcher's gear on. Looks like he's ready to play too. So that's my player of the James McCann today. All right. How you feeling, Baltimore? I'm going to take a look at tomorrow's matchup against the Braves. Folks, this is big. By the way, there you go. Take one last look at this thing. This thing we've spent the last 4 days in. Now we can get out of here. We took 4 wins. We are now 21 games above 500, right? 43 and 22. Get out of here. By the way, the Yankees, hasn't that game started already? What's going on with the Yankees game? Hold on a sec. Folks, feel free to head on out if you got to go. Make sure you've already hit that like button on the way up. But, yeah, I'm just doing some housekeeping around here. Don't go anywhere if you want to hang around. The Yankees, unfortunately, ahead 4-0 on the Royals in the bottom of the 5th. I was kind of hoping Kansas City would give the Yankees a little bit of trouble. The Royals are a good team. But, yeah, let's take a look at tomorrow, which to do that, I'm going to have to do it this way. Head on over down here. Terrible. It's just terrible. By the way, thanks to all the Greaseman fans, hey, Albert Suarez has been announced. Cade Povich is pitching game 2. That's surprising. Wait a minute. What's going on with this rotation? Who's missing? I know Kramer's been out. Bradish is in. Suarez, Povich, Bradish, Rodriguez, Burnes. Yeah, why is Cole Irvin... Did Cole Irvin get skipped? What's going on with this rotation, people? I need answers. I don't know what's going on. But I'll tell you one thing that's sort of unfortunate is that the next 9 games, the next 9 games obviously are huge between the Braves, the Phillies, and the Yankees. And unfortunately, Corbin Burnes, because he pitched today's game, would only be pitching game 5 of those 9. He's only going to be in one of these games, the middle game against the Phillies. Actually, yeah, right there, playing Taijuan Walker on Saturday. But let's get back to what's happening tomorrow, which is 6:35 p.m. first pitch. Man, why you got to make it so early? Why? So that means I'll be on the air at 6:25 p.m. It's going to be Albert Suarez, folks. Hey, hey, hey. He's back on the mound. And he's going to pitch a game for you. And Gunnar will hit a homer or 2. Hey, Max Fried, the lefty, will be on the mound for the Braves. He's got a 6-2 record, a sub-3 ERA. And, being a left-handed pitcher at Oriole Park is pretty advantageous. So we've got our work cut out for us starting tomorrow night. Again, folks, 6:35 is first pitch. I'll be on the air at 6:25. Now I'm going to sign off. Folks, can we get one more push to the sun? There's over 100 people in here. If just 9 of you tap that like button on the way out, I can hit 100 likes for the 3rd straight game. And that would be really, 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 really cool. Don't you want to hit triple digits? Hey, if we don't, that's okay. It's still been a great turnout. Bunch of people tuning in. All the numbers are looking healthy. The channel is growing like bamboo. Let me go in and say thank you to the mods in the chat, like Christina and Janet and Rob. Also, I think I saw PAS pop in for a sec. There you are. It's like watching the Mets in the ninth. I feel you, buddy. Also to the Magic members out there, like Pocket Watch and Cantanker. I think it's or who's got it? I don't know. Who's got it? Who's a Magic member? Melanie is. I know she is. And to everybody else here in the chat, folks, it's been a great morning/night for me. Tony, thanks so much for the compliments. Tony, please come back every day. Tell me more. Build up my ego, please. Guys, have a great rest of your Monday night. Come on back tomorrow night. Again, folks, we're home. We're coming home. Downtown Baltimore. The Braves are coming. Let's go. Orioles versus Braves. All right, folks. That's it from me. This has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Good night, everybody.